Hello po, Doc. Welcome sa Radyo Periodiko.
Diyos may naaga, tabi, Sir Ferds, and sa mga taga-subaybay po ng Radyo Periodiko.
Apo, kasabay ko man si Rodrigo Di Cuatro, budan si Prof. Buddy Zurena.
Ay, yes, sir.
Dati mong barkada
My
dyan.
professor,
Morning, sir.
way back in college.
Yes, huh?
Ano, Doc, maray masupig tao sa imong grade kay ni Prof. Baka,
The best yan, sir. The best yan. Wala akong masabi dyan kay Sir Buddy.
ano yan, 1.0 o 3.0? Pero maugmahon siya na talagang sabi nga, nag-excel ngayon sa kuya ngayong paboritong estudyante. Pero pigtuga niya sa kuya na pigtaong kadatabi inin 1.0 yata. Sige po. Primero,
Okay.
before kayo magdagos naman sa other matter, duman sa eleksyon, may mga information na gariigwa ng mga nag-apply and actually tapos na yung application. Ano po maging manera, sisay po sa mga aplikante and ano po sistema?
Yes po. Actually, tama ka po dyan, Sir Ferds. Tapos na po yung application period, which is on March 30, 2025.
Aha.
So as of the moment, meron tayong 3 applicants.
Mhm.
The person of Dr. Gemma Acedo,
So
Dr.
si
Edna-
BPAA.
BPA.
si BPA po yun,
Aha.
si Dr. Edna Inigo,
Mhm.
faculty of the graduate school, and Dr. Alex Nabarosa, which is a former president of BISCAST.
Alex Nabarosa.
Yes po, yes po.
Former, ibig sabihin, active pa po siya ngunyan na
Yes
professor?
po. He is still active in the service, and yun, since nag-open naman yung presidency dito sa Katsu,
Mhm.
he applies for the position.
O yun, alright. Ano po maging manner kasi and noon rin po gigibuhon so election po?
Okay po. Yung starting from March 30, which is the deadline for submission of the applicants, ang magti-take over na po niyan is yung Search Committee for Presidency, which is the SCP. This is composed of STEAM panels from from all over, kumbaga iba-ibang sectors, and headed by our PASOK President, National President, President Ronquillo
Mhm.
o Batsu. So sila po yung comprise of our SCP, and they will be having, ito po yung word is epic, the E is the evaluation ng mga candidate natin, and tapos na po sila doon
Aha.
sa part na yon. That's why we have 3 qualified candidates, yung sinabi ko po kanina. And yung P, which will happen on yung public presentation, which will happen on May 14,
Mhm.
2025.
May 14.
So yun po yun. May 14 po, just 2 days after the national election.
Aha.
Opo. Then, yung I is interview, one-on-one interview by the SCP with the candidates. By the way, yung public presentation po, may committee na po ang Katsu niya na mag-work out, and that will be conducted via hybrid po yan, so that everyone could have access, could ask question. And doon po sa mga invited natin, since maliit lang naman po ang gymnasium natin,
Mhm.
we'll be having around siguro mga 600 participants or 500 participants attending face-to-face.
Aha.
Then, via hybrid, which makakapagtanong po ang ating mga taga-antabay ng mga questions na mainit pa or mainit na pinag-uusapan during this election period ng presidency po.
O yun, very good.
Yung letter C,
Mhm.
since epic po, is yung endorsement po ng yung continuation nito is to be endorsed sa BOR, and the BOR, the Board of Regents, will convene and vote. So that's to complete the manner of election for the next president po.
Apo.
So doon po natin malalaman eventually kung sino po ang mananalo sa kanila by the majority vote of our Board of Regents.
Apo. Alright, sa public presentation, kasi yung nakalipas na eleksyon, talagang may interview and nagpaliwanag sila ka mga platform of government. So the same po yung mangyayari?
Yes po.
So, yung 14 na yan, presentation, then yung election po, kailan gigibuhan?
Probably wala pang tentative po.
Apo?
Kasi mag-aantay tayo ng endorsement from the SCP, saka po mag-a-act yung ating mga Board of Regents kung kailan yung special meeting for this one. And probably magpo-fall yan probably last week of May or first week of June. Yun yung pwedeng pagdausan ng election period nitong presidency natin by the BOR.
Yeah, malinaw kasi ang information na nakabot sa MUYA, May 14, yun ang election. Presentation pa pala yun.
Public presentation po yun, Sir Ferds.
Alright, malinaw kasi medyo sabi ka rin mainit ngayang pagkatapos ng election, 2 days after, election naman sa Katsu.
Ay, hindi po. Kasi proseso po ito na kailangan nating pagdaanan, yung May 14 public presentation ng umaga, tapos pagdating ng hapon ng May 14 din, that will be one-on-one interview with the SCP members and our applicant. So after that, magsusubmit pa ng endorsement ang ating SCP, no, sa BOR. Siguro aabutin niya ng mga isang week para for them to convene and to finalize their recommendation all the way up to the BOR. So kaya aabutin niya ng mga 3rd week of May ang kanilang possible endorsement, and probably makakapag-act ang BOR niyan either the earliest possible time could be tentatively May last week of May or first week of June. And that depends on kung ano yung isiset na araw ng BOR.
Alright. Okay. Ibig sabihin, yung BOR, pira po ang composition ng BOR po, Press?
Actually, we have 11.
11. So, kailangan dyan lang yung 6 or 7? Tapos na.
To win, probably you will be needing at least 6. At least 6.
6, panalo na, no?
Opo.
Alright. Mayapot yata si Sir Buddy. Sir Buddy, go ahead.
Okay, we understand na talagang maigot at talagang marinas ang pagpili dyan ng presidency, the next president of the Catanduanes State University. Sa proseso po, Doc Barba, sir, wala bang magiging papel dyan? Baka mayroong magdaw-daw ng mga politicians, especially sa itaas, para maapektuhan ang decision, ang pagpili kang the next president, na remember, ang Board of Regents ang mapili.
Yes po, sir. Actually, we hope for the integrity of the election. And syempre, kumbaga history-wise, kayo na po ang bahala magsabi. Pero what we hope is ideally yung integrity ng election nito by the BOR will be maintained. And at the same time, syempre, yung discernment ng mga BOR members natin, yun po yung hinihingi natin. And sabi nga doon sa walang, sana man lang is walang political pressures na mangyari. Or kung meron ba, at least kahit pa paano, it's up for the discernment of the BOR members na buboto po on that day.
And yung mga BOR member, hindi naman sila mga bata eh.
Yeah. Kumbaga, they've given the responsibility to choose who will be the next president based on their judgment and call.
Follow up,
yes, follow up.
We understand na 2 ang na-qualified and 2 are talagang from Katsu mismo and they are females. The other one is from Kamsur, who is a male one. So, ano sa tingin mo sa pulso ng faculty diyan o ng teaching personnel? Are they favoring more or less yung Tagaloob, internal applicants or yung tagalabas, sir? Tabi.
Yes po, sir. There are a lot of possibilities po. Basta masabi ko lang, since they're qualified candidates, they all have the chance to be chosen as the next president. So kung halimbawa may mga preference po ang Tagaloob or over somebody na Tagalabas, it's sabi ko nga po kanina, it's up to the discernment of the BOR members who will be the next president of KATSU.
Alright. Pakimaya po si Kapiro Rodrigo Di Cuatro. Go ahead.
Ayan, good morning, Doc Robert. And since I have no idea sa technical process ng election dyan sa KATSU, sa presidency, kasi kakagaling ko lang ng Dahig. Kakauwi ko lang.
Rodrigo Di Cuatro.
My question, Doctor, is directly to you. What is your plan pagkatapos po ng election na to, since magkakaroon na ng bagong president, and ano yung experience niyo po, Doc, as OIC ng KATSU?
Ayun.
Actually, napakalaking challenge po talaga na mag-handle ka ng isang organization as large as KATSU. So, andyan lahat from administration, finance, and finally, the directions ng university. Sabi ko nga, directions ang isa sa pinaka-importanteng takbo nitong university. So as per plan, sabi ko nga po, although maraming nagtatanong bakit hindi ako nag-run, so it's my personal preference din na hindi ako mag-run kasi unang-una as the OIC, pag nag-run ako, mawawala na naman ang president ng KATSU, and the BOR itself will select, appoint, or designate somebody who will become the OIC. Kaya, kumbaga, just to maintain the status quo and to give way for the process of selection for presidency na mag-pursue, and finally magkaroon na tayo ng masettle na tayo, and the directions for Catanduanes State University will go on or have its new chapter for the new or selected president. Now, since faculty naman po tayo, and this is being an OIC actually is a completely new.
Yes, sir.
So kasi as a research na from the academe, research oriented po tayo, and I was not trained for the administration na mag-handle nitong ganitong klaseng kalaking university. Mas forte ko po talaga ang research, especially yung ABACA R&D. Yun po siguro yung magiging karera natin later on, yung research on ABACA. Actually, may mga projects na po ako dyan na nakalinya. And bago po ako umalis, may mga projects din po akong iiwan despite na meron tayong very short stint as the OIC of the university.
Opo. Tanong ko lang po, Doc, yung ibang mga, actually, ilang buwan kayo, starting February?
January 7 po.
January. Almost
yes,
4 to 5 months na.
5 months or so. Ganun po.
Ano po yung mga masasabi mo na nag-ibo mo for the past 4 months, na masasabi na legacy mo, although very short yung period, pero at least may gira ka dyan sa KATSU, tabi, sir?
Yes po, sir. Tama-tama yun, sir. Yung word na gila. We cannot expect extraordinary for that very short period, pero at least we've tried our very best na magkaroon din tayo ng kahit kaunting kumbaga directions for the university. Unang-una po, yung open door policy natin, sir, if you could have interviewed some students or faculty, sila na po ang magsabi kung how we will able to treat them during our stay as the OIC of the university. Then pinasimple po natin yung proseso ng yung IPCR na sinasabi ng ating mga faculty na overly burdened. So we've just focused on 5 doon po sa instructions. And leaving the rest to be sabi ko nga doon sa natin, discarded. Wag na itong since hindi po ito nakakatulong na magpatalino ng ating mga estudyante, and so that our faculty will be more focused on instruction. Then another po sir, yung project natin,
Sir,
syempre,
ilinaw ko lang yung tungkol doon, anong ibig mo sabihin doon sa instruction? Kasi di ba
Yes, po.
although may obligation din based on IPCR, yung mga teachers,
ibang component po, say research, extension, may mga ibang component po tayo dyan na part ng IPC, individual performance rating ng faculty. So sa instruction kasi sir, kung noon maaalala mo, siguro wala ka pa sa KATSU, from A to M, bilangin mo na po yan kung ilan yan. And then we've simplified that component into the very essential na dapat lang mafokusan ng ating mga professors for the submission of the IPCR or their performance.
Kasi may extension pa, di ba? May extension ng research. Kuminsan,
Yes,
syempre, mabigat din yung extension. So, paano yun na-harmonize po?
Actually, sir, sa extension, we are not yet on the process of kasi naka-establish naman yung system natin sa extension. Yung mga forms na dapat i-submit whenever we are doing our extension activities. Pero sa instruction, sir, medyo mabigat talaga eh. Kasi, halimbawa, hingian mo ng seat plan, hingian mo ng master list will always be there, pero hindi ko na po pinahingi yan. Ang pinaka-importante lang sa atin is yung mismong grade sheet ng students, syllabus, yung mga very essential lang po na I think kung bibilangin ko yun, nasa 5 lang po yun na dapat i-submit as part of the instructions.
Parang inalist na yung midterm na submission, parang finals na diretso.
Yung mga check sa midterm, inalist ko na po yun. Ang nakafocus na lang po tayo doon sa of course sa class cards, sa grading sheets ng mga bata, which are which form part doon sa natin, yung very essential component na ma-submit.
Okay, parang na-burden mo yung mga teachers doon sa mga submission.
Sir. Oo. And hopefully it helps.
Yes.
Pag ito po ay naramdaman ng kahit simpleng faculty natin, that kumbaga we are successful on that aspect.
Yes. All right. In other aspect po, Doc, any other sa imong gira o legacy mo dyan sa KATSU?
Yes po. Sa research naman po, we've strived naman to attract external funding for the development of projects for the university. Kasi alam naman natin na very limited ang funding natin whenever we are talking about projects, or especially R&D projects for the university. So, ang bago po ako aalis yan, meron pong project dyan na may establish, say, yung part ng Panganiban has also their share, yung mga natin doon, fish processing facility, nandun na po yun.
Inactivate na yun. Kasi may pig-donate daw yan ng DOST pero hindi nagagamit yung parang
from
equipment?
Yun, sir? From Catholic Relief Assistance, yung CRA. Yung food lab yung sir, yung ginagamit mo, which is na-functionalize na po natin yun.
Very good. Kasi sabi ng DOST dati, nakausap namin, parang may dinonate sila pero hindi functional. So this time pala functional na.
Functional na siya, sir. Actually, that facility is an FDA-approved facility and DOST-accredited facility po yun. So, napo-functionalize na po natin yun. Then, magkakaroon pa po doon ng since sa Panganiban naman is yung condo natin, we have been talking with the LGU Panganiban. Actually, galing lang sila kahapon. And magkakaroon po tayo ng memorandum of agreement for the establishment of and promotion of the vertical crab technology. Doon po yun since
vertical crab
po
technology.
Natin.
Anong ibig sabihin po yan, Doc? Yung vertical
parang
crab.
yan, sir. Magkakaroon ng crab fattening technology sa loob mismo ng campus.
Uh-huh.
We are talking with the specifics of that as well as the memorandum of agreement. And the funding requirement for that one will be coming from the LGU Panganiban. And this is in anticipation of the upcoming Kinispis Festival. So, kumbaga, yan yung inahabol natin, ma-prepare natin yung facility na yan so that it will somehow boosts tourist natin during the festival for that Panganiban area. Dito naman sa atin, sa main campus, Abaka naman yung natin, we'll be having the PTRI technology, yung natin kasi ang natin is paano natin magagamit ang Abaka fiber na hindi lamang fiber ang nilalabas natin dito sa Catanduanes.
Yes.
So dapat magamit natin ito into a product na dapat napakinabangan mismo. So
yung by-product ng Abaka, bakulang raw materials,
Yes po, sir. Actually, hindi by-product. It's another kumbaga product development ito from the raw fiber itself.
So ibig sabihin may funding support naman tayo kasi nakausap ko si former Secretary De Lima and yung gadalaga mo sa party list, sabi niya ano pwede maginibukan possible in case hindi ma-elect. Very willing man daw sila magtabang in case. Pero gusto nila yung experts makaulay direktamente sa KATSU or anything about Abaka para matabangan sa legislation.
Yes po, sir. Ang kailangan po talaga natin ay makagawa tayo ng product out of the fiber itself and other byproducts into something new na products din na pwede nating magawa at may offer na facility or mismo kasi ang binivision out natin dyan is makapag-offer tayo ng something new to our kababayans and our farmers na hindi lamang mag-focus doon sa fiber mismo. Alam naman natin na very subject to ang prices ng Abaka natin.
Ano yan, low supply and demand, no? Pero kung dito mismo product. Actually, sir, Doc, diyan sa yung mga pasalubong center natin, tinatanong ko yung mga mga gatinda. Ali pa pala sa Albay so mga product kagaya ng garlands and souvenir items na by product ng Abaka. So, dahil kita sa Catanduanes.
May kakayahan naman po tayong gumawa niyan dito, Sir Ferds, yung mga product na yan, Abaka Handicraft ang tawag dyan may kakayahan naman po tayong gumawa niyan dito. However, siguro yung sustainability on that aspect, kung paano magiging tuloy-tuloy ito, in a way na talagang pag sinabi mong ganito yung product ng Abaka or made up of Abaka, galing ito ng Catanduanes. And that speaks more of sustainability and directions of the fiber itself na dapat malaking tulong po yung sinasabi nyo na may mga funding na pwedeng dumating
may legislation
para sa KATSU. Kung anumang legislation or support funding support from our government officials, especially in the national government, malaking tulong po yun para masustain po natin itong fiber natin into something new na mag-evolve naman po sila.
Opo. And siguro after the election, syempre papasok ka na doon sa research and development. Doon sa Abaka siguro matutukan din marami tayong mga party list possible na maging representative in due time. Pwedeng mahinga ng tulong yon for funding support kasi di ba yung declaration sa atin sa Catanduanes sa Abaka Capital of the Philippines pero daining funding support ding allocation. So we hope na malabi natin in due time, no?
Yes po. May mga proposals na po tayong nakahanda. Yun po yung isang pa rin natin ni-ready na anytime we can just pull it out from our shelves and push them to whoever pwede nating makolaborate na mag-fund or any other partnerships with other say government agencies, private institutions, non-government organizations. So may mga proposals po tayo na pwedeng hugutin anytime na pwede nating ipasa kahit kanino so that we can attract funding support and additional ano po dito sa mga R&D projects natin.
Yeah, very good. And pakihanda niya lang po dyan sa KATSU para in case pagkatapos ng eleksyon, ready na yung proposal kasi pagdating ng first day of assumption ng mga public official, lalo na yung mga senators and representatives, pasikatan
Yes,
niya
po.
na padamihan niya ng mga proposals.
Actually, ina-anticipate natin yan, Sir Ferds. Ang isa pa pong ano natin dito, sa instructions naman, yung mga certificate of program compliance natin, sinisikap natin ayusin. Although, meron pa tayong mga new opening na program na for this coming semester, yung first semester opening natin by August.
Mhm.
So, tinutukan din po natin yan. May magbubukas pa rin pong bagong program offering for Catanduanes State University. Dagdag na po yung mga certificate of program compliance natin with the CHED para kahit papaano yung mga courses offerings natin will be at par with at least the minimum CHED requirement.
Mhm. Alright.
Kasi pag wala po kasing COPC, probably the program will be closed by September.
Po. Okay. Any other question? May sarap pa si paborito mong teacher?
Okay, Doc Barba, sir, recently, several months ago, nagkaroon dyan yung evaluation yung sa ISO certification. Kumusta na po ang status, yung resulta ng nasabing ISO evaluation as far as the university is concerned, sir?
Yes po, sir. Actually, we are now ISO recertified on top of the other po natin internationalization initiatives po. So, as with that, nakuha na po natin yung recertification by the TUV Greenland, and that speaks of our systems na in place at the university. Relatively may sistema na rin naman tayo dyan sa university natin, and that is compliant with what are the standards being evaluated by the TUV Greenland.
Meron pa akong
meron pa.
Sir.
Okay.
Itong something like yung foods technology na parang may plano noon na itatransfer diyan sa College of Agriculture and Fisheries. Tuloy pa ba 'yon galing sa Industrial Technology College, tabi?
Ay, ang po sir, hindi po sila magka-compete. Natin,
okay.
sir.
Okay.
Ang CIT is offering now the Bachelor of Industrial Technology major in food technology.
Okay.
On the other side, the College of Agriculture will also be offering this coming first SEM opening 2025 the BS or Bachelor of Science in Food Technology. So kumbaga ito po, board program ito, samantalang yung isa is non-board.
Okay.
Board program po yung nasa College of Agriculture. So the College of Agriculture will now have 4 programs.
Okay.
The BS in Agriculture, BS in Fisheries, BS in Agri-Biz, and yung SEM opening natin this 2025 will be having the new program, the BS in Food Technology.
Okay.
May hapot ka, Rodrigo?
Yes, sir.
may
Actually, 3 questions at the same time para isahan.
Sige, go ahead.
Okay, Doc Barba, as the OIC ng KATSU, how will you compare yung KATSU natin sa top universities dito sa Pilipinas, and kung wala pa man tayo doon, ilang ilog pa bang ating tatawarin, at ano ang iyong mensahe sa magiging next president, Doc?
Yes po. Actually, sir, that is a huge challenge. Pero kumbaga, we welcome any development with an open heart. And ang isang kagandahan nito, when we're looking at top universities, say University of the Philippines, at least they are our big brother, and we know yung directions nila could be also mirrored to our institution. So top universities, sir, ang strive natin for internationalization, hindi naman po tayo nawawala in terms of that one. We have THE, ano po tayo, meron po tayong certification from THE, Green Metrics UI for sustainability, and we have also WORI, the university for innovations din po ito. Then the ISO has recently been recertified by TÜV Rheinland. And yung magiging ano ko lang po sa new or incoming president is yung directions, as well as syempre yung pinakakailangan natin tutukan talaga dito is apart from the quality instructions, is yung mismong R&D development natin, especially on the science and technology part. Kasi ito po yung mas makikilala ang university, and the very essence of the university is on research. Kaya kailangan po natin pag-igihan ng maigi yung research development, especially on the S&T side, so that we can produce products, we can develop high-impact researches na pwede nating idala sa community. So by that time, na nafe-feel na tayo ng community because of our researches na very viable, no, kung technology man yan or product development or any other applied na meron pong mataas na impact, siguro po yun yung kumbaga sa ano ay magiging fulfilling na part para sa university to take up into this kind of directions.
Apo. Last na lang tabi, Doc Robert. Kasi
yes po, sir.
Di ba naka-experience tayo nitong heat index and kumisa mainit, mauran. So siguro in preparation yung mga buildings natin, yung nasa top, di ba may third floor, may fourth floor ba yun? Third floor? Kumisa
yes,
mainit talaga yung ventilation siguro para in case may problema kita sa init, para masupuniran kay itong, kasi kung electric fan lang sa pinakataas yung top na mga rooms at talagang maging sa baba, mainit yan, no? Siguro para ma-ventilate, mga aircon ang nasa taas para sa baba na mga rooms maapektaran taga-suspend ko minsan, di ba? In case masuspend, grabe yung epekto sa mga estudyante kung suspension
May pala pa.
Yes po. That will persist for a long time, and sabi ko, we really need to have some coping mechanisms or adjustment for this one. Kasi ang balik po nito, kung mga talagang hindi naman po natin sinasabi na hindi tayo magsususpend. So ang ano po natin is unang-una, well, we must have a coping mechanism for this one. And siguro po call up time na natin ito to really care for our environment as well as yung mga facilities natin. Ilalabi po natin siguro Sir Ferd sa susunod na president to really prioritize at least the ventilation of every classroom. Yes.
Tako minsan may mga classrooms na pagakpak na sa mga electric fan.
Yes po. And paunti-unti po siguro yung mga colleges natin could may initiative naman po ang natin, ang CIT na tumulong doon sa kung wala pang bagong equipment or ventilation na fan na may bibigay. They've intensify yung pag-repair ng mga natin, yung mga sira na electric fans para maging serviceable pa rin naman at the same time. At least magkaroon man lang ng mga electric fans sa mga rooms natin.
Kasi baka
ilabi natin, Sir Ferd. So
yes, of course, kasi sigurado yan na after the election, saro ka sa magiging kukonsultahan sa mga experiences mo, ano yung mga possible recommendation mo in due time, no? Alright.
Yes po.
Gahirat pa sa paborito mong teacher Sir Barry.
So far, we understand na alumnus ka rin ng UP Los Baños, and even the former President Dr. Patrick Asanza, pati na yung yours truly. We understand na several months ago, nagkaroon ng faculty, nagsimenta ng faculty sa Katsu doon sa UPLB concerning yung Open University. Kumusta na po ang status ka ito and what particular courses po ang i-open kung sakali ng UP system sa CATSO as far as the Open University is concerned, Tabi?
Malaking challenge ito sa totoo lang, Sir Buddy.
Okay.
Pagdating po dito sa Open University kasi dapat unang-una hindi po talaga tayo makakagalaw without the necessary funding requirement for this one.
Mhm.
Dagdag pa yung mga natin, yung
Personnel.
needed professors or personnels for the operations of the Open University.
Mhm.
Actually, si Sir Ferds nga, kasali doon sa nag-seminar for the ENCODEL yung Open and Distance e-learning platform.
Actually, yan na excited nagkwento sa akin eh.
Pero sa tingin ko, kayang-kaya naman po, Doc, siguro yun eh. Kasi, di ba, with the advent of technology, yun na lang magiging basis sa pag-aaral eh. Hindi, wala nang tinginan.
Yes po.
Na eh. Internet-based na eh.
Yes po. Ang
I
natin is, nandun pa rin tayo sa permit,
I
yung
see. Okay.
application.
Mhm.
Kasi, naihanda ko na siya noong una eh. Ang pinakakulang na lang talaga yung nag-seminar si na Sir Ferds ngayon. Siguro ngayon pa lang nabigyan ng fund.
Mhm.
Yung paggawa ng module. Yun yung pinakakulang noon on top of the other requirements na i-ready ko na po before I took the deanship of the College of Agriculture. No? Kasi from the Open University as first director, ang pinaka-challenge namin noon is for the permit application. So, ang kagandahan nitong Open University kasi, walang timeline. Hindi katulad ng mga regular program offerings natin na dapat by June 30 maka-apply ka na. So, eto, anytime, we can push through with our application. However, siyempre, yung completeness ng ating mga documents, particularly in the modules na needed for the open and distance learning, ay dapat kumpleto po.
Pero pag hindi
yun
kaya
po yung challenge natin.
Pag hindi kaya, Doc, yung Open University, gawin natin closed university. Para may counterpart yung UP. Katsu, closed university.
Po ako ng commitment doon sa present Open New director natin. So, how was the permit application? So, dapat fokusan nyo to. Ganun. Kasi alam naman natin nagchi-change ang mga CMO memorandum eh. Maya-maya merong updated memorandum for the operationalization of open and distance learning. So hangga't maaari makasabay na tayo doon sa kung anong naihanda natin when I was the Open University director by then. Na magamit pa yung mga documents na yon at madagdagan ng mga modules na madi-develop for the offering of the program. Actually, may three-prong approach akong sinuggest noon sa ngayong the Open New Director. Unang-una, we can offer a short course program. No, kung hindi kaya pa.
Parang step by step.
Step by step. Short course program. We can invite experts from different fields, from social science to SNT. Then we can, of course, the other prong is yung development of our own program, which is ang pinupush natin is yung MAEM or Educational Management. So yun po sana yung naka-pipeline natin, pero hindi po natin inabot dahil nagkulang po tayo sa modules. And finally, yung pangatlong prong is to offer yung other program by other university to be hosted by the Open University. So parang ganun yung tatlong prong na suggested ko noon at binivision out natin when I was the Open New Director. Pero doon sa una kasi, yung pangalawa, yung identity natin ang nandun yung sariling program natin to be offered via open and distance learning platform.
Alright. Anyway, dito ang huling pag-usap natin, sir, on the air. We hope na sa susunod nandito ka na sa studio.
Okay, sir. Welcome po, welcome.
Thank you, sir.
Maraming salamat. Unless
Okay,
may
thank
mensahe
you.
ka sa mga empleyado and mga estudyante ng Catanduanes State University, sir, go ahead.
Happy Labor Day po sa lahat.
Sige.
Thank you.
Maraming salamat po.
Okay po.
Si Doc Robert Barba, Officer in Charge ng Catanduanes State University, Kapiro de Gonzaboski and Kapiro de
Okay.
Rodrigo.
Yes,
Medyo alawig pero mas marikot ako si Doc, ano?
Talagang
Talagang
na igo pa akong ihabot ibigis ko na siko
Ah.
kung ma-open ang mass communication is
Ayun.
para
Pwede ba siguro?
makakonekta tayo ang Bicol